My favorite thing about St. George is that everyone who works here and everyone who goes here is really, really nice.
My favorite thing about St. George's is probably the small community.
What makes teaching at St. George's special is just the community.
I love seeing the kids K-12, so I get to know them coming in as kindergartners, and then they come through my grade, and then I just keep passing them on campus and see them grow.
And you kind of get to know them before they actually arrive. So there's a really comfortable feel when they enter the classroom. That environment's kind of already created.
I get to see them when they're these kind of, young people, and by the time they graduate, they're grown-ups.
I have been here, I think, for 21 years now, and there is not a single day that I'm not excited to learn with the kids and excited to see what we're going to discover or how they change something I've been doing for 20 years, but they change it.
Well, I think that most teachers will say that they learn more from their students than their students learn from them. And that's almost always been my experience, but for sure the last couple of years, which were hard years for all of us and still kind of are in a lot of ways.
Teaching during the pandemic was a test of my own emotions and my own esteem.
The biggest change during the pandemic was, I think, a lot of us realized that we weren't going to be able to lecture.
It became a lot more project-based, changing the curriculum to fit what we needed to do technology-wise with the one-to-one devices, and then figuring out that the kids really enjoyed that.
And so the whole sort of setup of a classroom changed. I don't think that I gave a lecture that was more than 5 minutes for the entire couple of years. And that's something that I'm going to keep.
We were changing for the better and being creative problem solvers together. And I think that I've taken that into my teaching now.
It forced me to look and maybe change the way that I did things because I had to, and it actually, improved my teaching.
My teachers are great because they are able to teach me more in depth and tell me things that I don't understand.
Whenever we need something, they're willing to help.
My teachers are great because they are compassionate, they love to work with me, and they see me as more than just a student that's going to be gone.
My teachers are great because they care about you, and they're really good at guiding your learning.
My teachers are great because they all respect my opinion. They always try to make it just better.
I would say my teachers are great because they bring energy to school every single morning, and it just makes the environment fun to learn.
I guess what surprised me about my students and when I learned about them wasn't actually a surprise, it was just a reaffirmation. They went right along with that flexibility and patience and problem solving with me, like I've seen so many groups of kids do.
They're very resilient. They can adapt better than we can, and then be able to embrace that. Okay, if you're able to do it, I need to be able to do it too, and we kind of did it together.
I learned a lot about resilience and about their ability to sort of reconstruct a community in tough times.
They just really stepped up. They worked so hard to bridge that gap and reach through computers and through technology to still form a community together. And like I said, that didn't surprise me, but it was just so fun to have that affirmed. Why am I still teaching? There's been many days where I've asked myself that.
I've had lots of moments where I'm really tired. I've had lots of moments where I see others that are really tired because it has been a grind.
So the experience was really disconnected for me. Didn't really feel like I was a part of it, but also was trying to figure out how to do that for the kids.
It felt a little like a captain leaving a sinking ship, which might sound a little dramatic, but I was never gonna not be there for the kids.
I love to teach. A lot of people ask me why middle school. There's still so much fun. And so I'm still here because I enjoy what I do, and I enjoy the kids that we get to interact with, and I enjoy this place. That won't change, I don't think, ever. I mean, if it didn't change over the last 2 years, it's not gonna change now. This is a great place, and I enjoy what I do.
I think that I have probably the funniest job because, adults are not as fun as kids are.
Just reading out loud to my kids chapter books and let them see the expressions on my face as I read, I had missed that so much. It was just really nice to know that I recognized kids again and not have us hiding from each other, even though it was unintentional.